Today, we're talking about a new AI coding tool that wants to swap the chaos of AI-generated code for something a lot more well-engineered. It's called Traycer AI, and it's all about making AI coding less of a gamble and more of a science.
So, if you're a developer who's been using AI, I'm guessing this hits pretty close to home. You know the drill, right? You write a prompt, hit enter, and then you spend the next few hours just cleaning up a tangled mess of broken code. It's exhausting. And this is the fundamental difference. Look, most AI tools go straight from your prompt to that messy code, but Traycer slips in this one crucial extra step right in the middle. It makes a plan. And trust me, that one little addition changes absolutely everything. All right, so let's really dig into this frustration, the problem that so many of us are bumping up against with the AI tools we have right now. Here's the core of it. These tools are totally reactive. They don't think, they just react. They spit out code that might look okay at first glance, but it's usually missing any real structure, it totally ignores edge cases, and you end up spending more time fixing it than you saved in the first place. Sound familiar? But what if there was a smarter way? What if an AI could act less like a code vending machine and more like, an actual senior developer? Well, that's pretty much the whole idea behind Traycer. See, what makes Traycer so different is its process. It actually copies the exact same workflow that skilled human developers use every single day. You plan it out, then you build it, and then you review it. So it's not about making code faster, it's about making it smarter.
And that whole process really just boils down to these three simple but really powerful steps. First, it makes a solid plan. Second, it delegates the work. And third, it reviews everything that was built to find bugs. So let's break each of those down.
Okay, the plan. This is where the magic really happens. This is not just some simple to-do list. Traycer builds out a whole detailed roadmap. It even thinks about edge cases you probably would have forgotten, like what to do with an empty search string. And the best part? You're always in control. You can check out the plan, you can edit it, and make sure the AI is about to build exactly what you had in your head. So after the plan, we get to step 2, delegation. And this is where Traycer gets really, really cool. Because to delegate work right, you need a team. So instead of just relying on one single AI that's kind of good at everything, Traycer acts more like a project manager. It takes that plan we just talked about, and it starts handing out specific tasks to a whole team of other AIs. And each one is a specialist. So let's meet the team. First up, there's you. You're the project manager. You set the high-level goal. Then you've got Traycer, which is like your assistant or your coordinator. And then Traycer goes and assigns the work to the best AI for the job. Maybe it gives the React component to Claude and then passes the complex TypeScript stuff over to Cursor. And using this whole team of AIs, it is a massive deal. It means Traycer can tackle these huge, complex features that would totally overwhelm a single AI. By giving each AI a very focused job with all the context from the plan, the code that comes out at the end is just so much cleaner and higher quality. And that brings us to the final step, review. Once all the code is written, Traycer scans everything automatically. And this quote from a user says it all. It's not just looking for simple syntax mistakes, it's digging deeper. It's looking for things like potential memory leaks, performance issues, or weird bugs with special characters. It's basically like getting an automated code review from a super experienced developer. Okay, but look, no tool is perfect, right? So to give you the real story, let's take an honest look at Traycer's strengths and its current weaknesses. So the strengths are pretty clear. That strategic plan is a game changer. It handles complexity really well, and the whole multi-AI team thing is just awesome. But on the flip side, there are some limits. Right now, it's only for VS Code. And to really unlock its power, you're going to need the Pro version. Also, that amazing code review, it can sometimes give you false positives, so you still need a human to give it a final look. So if you're thinking about giving this a spin, here are a few tips. Start with something small, something you already know well, just to get the feel of it. Spend a little extra time tweaking that plan. Seriously, that's where you'll see the biggest payoff. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Try running it on some of your old code. You'll be amazed at the little optimizations it can find. So, stepping back for a second, what does a tool like Traycer really mean for the future of programming? Well, it suggests we're heading for a huge shift in how we even think about working with AI. I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? We're finally moving away from just hoping the AI gets it right and moving towards a structured process where we can actually expect a good result. It's adding that predictability, that reliability that's been missing. At the end of the day, the big change here is going from an AI that just spits out code to an AI that's more like a partner that helps you plan, build, and review. It thinks ahead. It acts like a real teammate. And that proactive approach, that's what makes it so different. And all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. Maybe the future isn't about one giant, super smart AI that can do everything. Maybe it's about an AI that's smart enough to lead a whole team of specialized AIs. What do you think?